Hey gang, Game Face here. Sorry, I guess I had the microphone unmuted and I actually muted it. um, hey, Kerbal Plays, Raphael, Wolfie. Um, I am back in Planet Coaster today, and I have an idea what I'm doing. I'm building a candy store, um, and I think the last thing I might do is get this finally uploaded to the workshop. But this is where we were last time. Um, I've already gone and checked. The stream is actually listed under Planet Coaster live streams right now, which is good. And I'm not going to freak out this time. So yeah, what am I doing with this? Where am I going with this? I have some ideas. Um, I don't know if they're realistic, but we're gonna see. Sort of have my I guess my palette of candies here. They're sort of in the way, so I should move these. There we go. So that's the stuff I have to choose from to build this thing. Well, not to build this thing, but to decorate it. And I guess right now, what I should be thinking about is the rest of the building. Now, I already did this last time, but I didn't save any of that, and this is just where it was, where the autosave was. So, here we go. What are we doing? We need buildings. I've forgotten how to play. We need... This is boutique shop. So if I search for shop, we should get nothing that's usable. We need doors. I don't know. This is going to be the hard part of this one. Because, you know, it was fine. Like, that seems okay for the inside of a coffee shop to me. It you know, yeah, it doesn't look like an inside. And I guess most of them worked out quite well. Okay, so it's a brick front. That I could imagine existing. I'm not going to go in there yet. And of course this, well, yeah, it's flat walls. That's fine. That makes sense. But these being pink and blue, I don't know. Doesn't seem right to me. It shouldn't. There should be. Maybe there's some inner walls I can put in to make it plain. You know what I mean? That won't work because, of course, that has its own problems. So that's something I have to figure out. Now, there are a lot of things that I could do that with, I think. Let's take a look. Let's give it a shot. Obviously that window would have to stay. This might even be able to stay mostly the way it is. But it's these looking exactly the same as that. I don't know if I like this. I don't know if this should be a thing. We'll see. decorations. It just doesn't have the same action as Borderlands. It's very good. It's gonna be very slow. What am I looking for? I'm looking for wood. I need wood. There's those wood panels that could be used like here. I don't totally dislike it. No, I don't mean it that way. I mean, I like it. It looks okay. Now I gotta figure out how to do the rest of it. And that's gonna be the hard part. I do sort of have an idea. Don't know how well it would work. That didn't work. Hey, Doglet, thanks for following. Hope that's right. That didn't work, of course, because now we got this edge that's not right. So I'm not sure what to do with that. And undo doesn't seem to be a thing anymore. Oh, there it is. Hey, Marco. Oh, hey, Golden Pie. So we need to figure out something to do around this, because obviously doubling it up like that is not going to work. But there's lots of pieces of wood that we can build structure out of, I think. I think. That's a little big. Yeah, no. And no. It'll look like a cheap bar. It's supposed to be a candy store. You know, maybe having the pink trim in there is okay. I just don't want it to come too far out, and I guess I could build some trim around there. We'll have to wait and see what happens. Well, obviously I don't like that. And I don't like that. And there doesn't seem to be any in between. So this is still gonna have to come out more. What? Well, that's not... Well, are they the same? No, there's like a difference in the top edge, isn't there? Or is it just the lighting? No, there's a like a bevel. Yeah. Which means... Oh yeah, I already flipped this one. Okay, so this can go here. This also means something else. But we'll deal with that once we get to it. I don't know. So, I could, I guess, you know, do some stuff with like marshmallow columns or something like that. It is a candy store. That wouldn't be too far-fetched. I would not do it like this because that would be silly. I would do it properly. And move it in there after. You know, just a thought. Or maybe this door is wrong. I have an... Come on, camera, work properly. I have another idea. Maybe just try this to, like, fill the edge in. Just to take the edge off. That's not... Isn't there a bigger one? Okay, maybe there's not. Because this doesn't necessarily have to be... Well... this color. We can change it. Hey! Long time no see. How you doing? Oh, I'm doing okay. I'm just trying to build some new things in Planet Coaster. Yeah, I'm actually thinking I'm going to book that day off. Of course, then it won't come out till 5 o'clock or something. But yeah, I was thinking unless that's a weekend. I don't know. I can't pop up on the calendar here, can I? Oh yeah, it's a Saturday. That's a Saturday. Cool. This isn't gonna work the way I thought it would. Um, but maybe I can just do this for now. Maybe something more like that. Yeah, they released the pre-order on um I know I was at work and I immediately went on my phone and bought it. um but I'm kind of I don't know. I have to I have to watch what videos are out there and see because the last few things I've heard about it I was kind of a little concerned. Hey Meganico. Yeah, this is the candy store. And it's sort of to fit in with this whole theme of having like actual like indoor stores. Like whoops, I should slow down. Like this is the toy store where you can buy your balloons and your mementos. Um Whoa, what's going on, Planet Coaster? You saving or something? Um I don't know. We won't talk about the staff house yet. And then this is the one that I already put on the workshop, which again is like an indoor store, menus. Same idea with the coffee shop. Coffee shop's not quite done, I don't think. But now I'm working on the candy store. And you know, I almost feel as though if the rest of the building were here, I would feel better about what I'm doing right now. I would feel I accomplished more, because right now I feel like I'm stalling and I'm not getting anything accomplished. What's my Steam name? I'm Gameface. um, yeah, I've been playing a little bit of Planet Coaster. I'm 1,700 hours into Planet Coaster, so yeah, I've spent some time. Yeah, the Mexican restaurant. It's it's here. There's also a burger joint. It's floating over here. Um, but again, these things have their places. These buildings are already in their places. I'm working on figuring that all out. They don't all have homes yet. Um, for the person asking for the um, my whatever it is, I don't know if that'll come up on. Oh yeah, there it is. There's a link to my workshop if you're interested. Okay, so other walls. Obviously, you know, it's going to go in with the same sort of thing that I had before. It's not going to be a wooden building. It's going to be some type of brick. Not a lot of this new stuff fits the bill for that, though I guess City Brick might. Again, this can't be laid out like normal. I'm gonna have to put these on the outside for the first story, because I need to block off that stuff. We'll build up a larger columns to like block all this in, I think. But I'm also going to do this a little different, I think. Every building can't be the same shape, right? But that leaves me very little room. But that reduces the amount of room I need to fill up. Hey, look, bonus. $4,700. What am I? Okay. But again, now we have the same problem. Oh, catching up. 1,700 hours. Yeah, I'm trying to catch up to Wolfie. That's not going to do it. Stone walls? Do we want stone walls inside? That doesn't look very candy store-ish. Oh, and I really need to fix this now. So if I take this and turn it upside down. We might have something. I don't know if I like it. We're just gonna have to wait and see. You know, it'll be different once there's a like ceiling and you know, it's fine to have wood across the front, but this thing can't be all wood. I'm gonna have to put some panel wall in here. Now we're gonna cut all this out. Because, you know. Excuse me. All I want to do is like just pull that in a little tiny bit. Again, same with this. This one though we're pushing out because, well, we're already there. Uh-oh. I guess I should probably look at it when I'm doing that. That's probably fine. Okay. So, what color should the walls be? It's looking good. Oh, thanks, Douglas. And there's more to come because, of course, these will be going up in the workshop. This is the only one I finished and already posted or already uploaded. I'm just very slow and at doing this, and I really don't like to put things out that I don't feel are finished. So it takes me a while sometimes. Is that what I want? Is that? No, it's definitely not what I want. Or maybe it is and I just don't know it yet. I haven't. Maybe I gotta do this. And just push it back. Covers the brick on the front. Covers that piece of wood. It's pretty what's the word? Innocuous? No, that might not be the right word. Why do I try to use words I don't know? It's pretty inconspicuous. It doesn't really stand out, so maybe that is a good thing. Now I'm also thinking that maybe, just maybe, it might also fit here. And we might be able to fix that up. But no, I'm wrong. So that's not too bad. So the next question I have to, or the next thing I have to decide is, what is this? Is this like a standalone like store? So do I put a roof on it now, or is there stuff going on a second floor? I think I want a second floor on it for some reason. So let's look for city brick. Now we'll do this. We'll bring this in at this point, I think. Whoops. Oh, that's on the outside too, eh? Well. Ooh. I may have to change that. And now we'll slap some windows on the top of this. Oops. That. Ooh. I don't know. See, I think the problem is actually all this. It's not. Is there only one doorway? Well, there's not only one, no, but there. You know, they're limited. You know, the more I look at it, you know, it's starting to grow on me, I guess. Okay, so let's just start placing some other things. We'll get all that figured out. The first thing I want to do is move this in. Then I can go get some panel wall. And we're on this building now. We're not on the outer building. We're on the inner building. You know, the inner building. Sorry. And we can do this. Why I put that down second, I don't know. I'm okay with it. Now, what was the name of that candy store? Oh, we gotta build a pizza place. There's a marshmallow thing. Do we have a separate marshmallow store? Sugary Emporium. Okay, now I know this looks pretty plain. And it is. Okay, so guess a floor? It's too bad there's only 2 floors in the game. These are ground floors, but I think this one is going to be a marble floor. You should see the stuff I haven't uploaded. Like the entire park that I worked on for like a year. a year. Oh, a year. What am I talking about? I started that thing in 2017. The other people in chat would be able to tell you about the thing I called something scary. Oh, I don't use other people's toolkit parts. If I needed a toolkit part, I would probably attempt to build one again. A floor wouldn't be too bad. I could do that. But then I don't want to make, then you're creating other problems. And I don't want to create other problems. So I don't mind that. That works out okay. I know this isn't blue, but that's fine. Okay. I guess it's okay. Now, I don't usually like to just leave it like that. We can't just have a roof that's a floor. If I'm going to do that, I'm going to need to put some structure in to hold it up, to make it look realistic. So let's quickly go in and grab something like that. Maybe in haunted house stuff. There was some haunted house beams that... Yeah, we're back in Planet Coaster for a video, for a stream. Okay, now, I know they would probably paint these, but I'm not there yet. What does that look like? Oh, what does it look like there? If I was to build a haunted house for the month of October, we should have started a month ago. What I should do is do a... I should take the haunted house and do a 2.0 of it. You know what I mean? I should upgrade the haunted house. Because there are so many more parts now that would play so well into that. And I built that all in... before there was any DLC. So that's one thing I should do. And of course, my next attempt at the haunted house or whatever it was, I did it wrong. That thing was just way too what's the word I'm looking for? It was just way too big of a project. I don't know. Well, yeah, it was way too big. And you know, there's another thing I realized after not, like, you know, what got me into doing this was this. You know, I built the workshop. I realize now I also have another thing called the workshop. Um, I should probably rename that to the Christmas workshop. But I built this, and this made me realize something that I have way too many parts in Something Scary. Something Scary must have 70,000, but it doesn't. But you know what I'm saying. It just became a system hog. Is basically what I'm saying. Okay. Did that do it? Was that right? Did I do it wrong? No, I think I just need to channel those skills into something a little more specific. I don't need to create massive parks. I don't need to do that. I need to build things. If I start building things for people to use, you know, what I've been building is is not for other people to use. Like, you don't build a train station with 16,000 pieces. That's useless. That's only good in my park. In my park, and it's only good when that park is done. But if you're building things with 16,000 parts, guess what? That park is never going to be done. So it's like it's a double-edged sword, if that's a good way to put it. You know, yeah, oh yeah, I can build these awesome things, but yeah, I can never finish them because they're too complicated. So if I start building stuff for other people, one, I have limits. I can only use 4,000 pieces. But also, you know, the you know, other people get to use my stuff. And the way I was doing it, nobody did. Nobody got to use my stuff. Because I was never finishing my parks. So it's got to be, you know, yeah, I can build those things in my own parks, but to build them to share isn't going to happen. Okay, so that sort of looks like a thing with a floor. You know, should we load up something scary? Have you seen something scary, Golden Pie? Or yeah, there's other new people here. Of course, I know Doglet has not seen something scary. Okay, so I'm gonna save this. And we'll load something scary. It's gonna be terrifying to move around it though. This is you're gonna see why I'm not moving on, but I've gone to do some other stuff for a bit. And you'll understand why. I do really want to go back and build those 2 coasters though. Cuz that's really, you know, what else is left? I've got 2 coasters to build and a bunch of details to put in Crater City. In the Crater City, yeah. So, you know, what else is left? I should do it. That's it. We're gonna... No, I'm just kidding. That's it. We're doing it right now. No, that can't be a thing. Look, it even stops the coaster, the thing when it's loading. It just makes it stutter. And it's not like well, I guess my machine is not that new, but... You know, there's definitely some things like Raphael was saying today, like said something about what I think should be in Planet Coaster, and I was sort of in the middle of stuff at that point, so I didn't answer it. But you know, water park is not the first thing on my list. It's not. Yeah, I guess if you want to get water park DLC, but the problem with the water park DLC is it's so big. And, you know, if they built a water park, you know, Planet Water Park, okay. Wow. So this is something scary. And I don't know, it's not something scary anymore. It's sort of somewhere in between something scary and something else. But it's not a park in the sense of a theme park. It's an experience park. So we'll go through the experience, and then I'll, you know, do some stuff. So, you know, it's like, this is how it all started. I just can't believe I don't know what it is, immaturity at the point. You know, I didn't even have 1,000 hours into Planet Coaster at this point, I don't think. I might have, I don't know. We'd have to go back to the videos. But, you know, I wanted to build a much deeper experience than Pirates Paradise. So, this is what it is. And like I said, it's more of it was meant to be more of an experience, but in a way, it lost its way, sort of. You know, and then this I really don't like that sign. Then it became sort of, you know, silly, creepy. You know, there's the pumpkin tree growing out of a graveyard. That's in my video, on my things. This is Serenity Towers. It's okay. I like this. This was a fun build. But then I started to develop a problem. Then this was built. This is the train station. This is 16,000 pieces. All of these things across here, like each little piece is an individual piece. There's a whole bunch of individual pieces. Like everything's all, you know, arches, and it's made to look like a train station. But, you know, and then before there were doors to have doors, and before there was stuff, you know. Oh, wow. Oh, you have the towers? Cool. And then, you know, there's the inside and all the roofing. Again, it's all individual pieces. Like, just... Oh, come on, Planet Coaster. See, and that's the thing. It became so slow. So, you know, just this roof was 2,000 pieces. Yes, if only. Not 1,600 pieces, 16,000 pieces. Every single little piece on this roof is another piece. And I am so proud of this. I love this. The way this looks is just like, I look at this and I'm like, this is what I saw in my head when I went to build this. And when it was done, it was like, okay, that worked out. So this is one of the entrances to the park, by the way. The other entrance to the park, sorry, back over here, where the part splits, is the main entrance. And again, it's a little more creepy. It's got the creepy sounds in the background. The Psycho-inspired entrance. And, you know... And again, more creepiness, lots more creepy sounds. Yes, I do. I remember you made my logo. Again, this is just sort of the same stuff. And just a bunch of shops, really. And they're all, like, the idea here was everything was up on platforms, up off the main walkways. So I sort of went with that pattern around the whole thing. And, you know, there's like a hotel. Well, it's not a hotel. It's not labeled. I haven't done any of that. I haven't got to that yet. But then after the train station came the theater. And that got a little out of hand, and I had some real problems building the theater. We need some better lighting in here. The chandelier just isn't cutting it, but I don't like unnatural lighting. And then the theater is like this. Sorry about the thing sitting there. I have to take that out. I haven't yet. So, the theater. And really, people can't go down here. All they can do is come in and buy a drink. So that's the theater. But again, too many parts. And then all this is just like, really, they're not great buildings. They're, you know, all my great buildings are way too many parts. You know, more stuff around here. Restaurant. Some kind of cool windows that I made. But I made them for a particular reason. Then there's my, you know, again, another one of those scenes. This is what I loved building this. This was awesome. Like, the way this turned out, I'm just so happy with it. Like, everywhere I look, it just looks like a classic, like a picture. It looks like a, you know what I mean? So that was all good. All of this is, I'm really happy with all of this. You know, you can walk right in here. Well, you can't. Well, you have no reason to, but you can. There is path to it. And there's creepy sounds. But then there was also through the thing here, the Stanley Hotel. Like is in Colorado. But again, 6,000 pieces. You know, and there's no way I can't tear this down because it's not even finished. And you know, like, this isn't done yet. There's nothing finished back here, and it's 6,000 pieces. So, you know, again, something else I can't really upload, but that's fine. I'm working on it. Well, no, that's the problem. None of these buildings, they're too big. There's a 4,000 part limit. And none of my really awesome, like, buildings are downloadable. They can only live in a park. So people can't even take this out of that park and put it in their own park because there's too many parts. Which is too bad, you know. So the only way that this is going to get to be seen is for me to finish it. But there's a lot of work. There's a lot of work to do. So, you know, there's this whole area here, and this goes up to the crater top, which is gondolas, which will bring you down inside the crater. This all started with the crater, eh? That's what the idea was, a crater. I'm gonna build a crater, and then we're gonna build a park. So then there's also a coaster. And it would seem that it's in demo, so we can ride the coaster. So the coaster's, it's a mid-grade coaster. You know, it's not like the workshop or stuff like that. I think the workshop is one of my better ones, but it's okay, and it's long. But it was like, the idea was to build it through the ruins. Oh yeah, there's ruins. There's a bunch of ruins in my park. But you can sort of see that it runs, it's not the smoothest. Again, it's more to show off the things that have been built. But again, we might be going too fast for that. And I didn't really interact with the things enough. There's only that one building. But yeah, it is what it is, I guess. This is where I started to mess with not using a lot of prefabs and started to try to build my own loops and things like that. Starting to use the offsets, 1 meters and 2 meter offsets, which of course are there's a huge difference between a 1 meter and 2 meter offset. But it is what it is. So that was something. The only thing, sorry, that I took from another park that I built was the train station. And my first attempt at an indoor environment. So this goes to what ended up being, well, so there's like an environment around here. There's a whole world of like ruins, broken down buildings, you know, stuff like this all around here. Again, all custom smashed up and built. And you know, again, I don't know what the point would be, but I could upload these to the workshop too. But I don't know why. So yeah, I just built some smashed up buildings. I like this one. Well, I like all of them, but this one actually has the coaster going through it. Multiple floors. Chunks smashed out. So that was fun. But again, it was all about, it's all about the detail. Like, I can stand here. Let's change the time to, you know, and you get that awesome view. Okay, Meganico. We'll probably see you during one of tomorrow video. Well, actually, tomorrow schedule might be messed up tomorrow. My mom is in town visiting, so I'm going to be doing some stuff, and I might not be running the videos at the same time. So off we go to the other train station. So this is the other train station. When you arrive and disembark the train, you come through here and you end up in here. Another thing that I'm very, very proud of is this train station. But whatever. Come down here. Down into here, you know, you can get your information, your tickets, your maps. I can't imagine the improvements I could make to this place, knowing what I know now. And now, we're out into the Crater Heritage Fair. Which is another piece of the park. It's the fairgrounds. And this is where I think Planet Coaster could really, really attract some, you know, some nice DLC. Could be really, really, you know. Let me state that over again. I think that the next DLC should be like a Fairground or Midway DLC. They already had the World's Fair, but they didn't have any Midway stuff like you'd see in some of these booths, like the ball toss or the ring toss, or you know, the mole whack-a-mole or whatever, you know. And that would really, really add to this park. But basically, what this is a small classic park or fairground with classic fairground rides, like, you know, things that are not too extreme. Carousels. You know, this is probably the most extreme thing I have. The big wheel. That's not the big wheel, it's the smaller wheel, but whatever. And things like that. A few classic old style shops. But again, nothing that's like anything really special. It's just that I tried to make it look, again, like there's abandoned pieces. There's, you know, it's breaking down. This place is old. It's been running for 100 years and, you know, that type of thing. And then there's this, which actually I think I did okay on. I think I did really good on this. This is a coaster. I should open it. But we'll take a ride first. It's Hop the Gaps. Based off Leap the Dips, I think. I don't know what to call this. It's a very simple coaster. It makes way too many left-hand turns. But you can probably see that this is not performing as well as the other parks. Oh, I love that. I just love the way that looks. Every screen is like I want to take a screenshot. Like, look at that. Ah! You know what I mean? There's a screenshot. You know? Maybe not. That one wasn't the best. I think we passed the best, too. Yeah, it's amazing. I was able to sink that much time into this thing. I like how this turned out too, because this is just like a flat ride. There's nothing around it, and this building actually turned out quite good. But yeah, this is basically the thing I was talking about. Something scary. Just going back to it is kind of scary. So the last stuff that we were building was across the front here. So this was the last bit of detail we were putting in. It's not detailed at this point. It's very, very not detailed. Like, I got nothing here. I got trees going through path. You know. Oh yeah, I guess I could. Yeah. You know, wouldn't that cheapen it? I'm sorry. You know, adding Slimer to it, I feel would cheapen it. So there's this now too, which is the gondola ride. Saving. Still saving. And that goes down to my newest thing that we're building, which is the Crater City. Which again is a very very difficult build, to tell you the truth. I'm struggling with it, and I think maybe if I shed some light on this, you'll understand. So there's a lot of pathing around here. You know, you got to have places to bring people to places. So I'm putting in, you know, little cheap restaurants. You know, just little things like this. But it feels cheap. It really does. So yeah, the mission, of course, the next mission on this park is going to be uncheapen this place, and build the two coasters. There's going to be a coaster here, and there's going to be a coaster here, and that's going to be the crater coasters. I don't know if this is going to be a thing. You know, we should probably look at this anyway, just because it's here. No, whatever. I'm just gonna. So here we go. This is what this coaster does. Now the coaster, again, I don't. Oh yeah, we gotta wait for the people to get out. Get out! Get out! Why is this a thing? This truly is a problem. Hey! Coley Girl? Sorry, Coley Girl. Welcome to the stream. Just bought Ghostbusters. Yeah, Ghostbusters. I of course, yeah. I grabbed them as they came out. Come on, please go. People, you're holding up the coaster. You're stopping the tests from occurring. There's a lot of people waiting here. Finally. Let's go. Onward. So this is not indicative of the rest of the experiences here. I don't know where I was going here. I wanted to build an experience that was a broken down rail for a mine used as a coaster. And, you know, it went well, and it went wrong, and it wasn't exactly what I ended up, you know, wanting. And that's basically it. There's nothing else. It's just going back up here now. So, yeah, it's it's a, like I said, it's a double-edged sword. You know, you get all this detail, you know, I love the way it looks. You know, even during the day it's okay. I still think that looks good during the day. But it starts to perform really poorly. It looks good during the day, but it looks awesome at night. It starts to perform really poorly. It gets hard to work in compared to the other parks I built. Well, I shouldn't say that. Glow World was pretty bad. But yeah, that's what, you know, that's what's not finished. That's the other thing that's going on. So you can sort of see the issue I had. It was It was too big. It became too much. So I've scaled down. I've decided I'm going to build things that I can actually share. And so far, out of that, we've got the workshop, which was that one coaster, and the ice cream factory, which I'm really quite happy with. The ice cream factory worked out really well. We'll see, though. Again, I know my parks get the most attention. You know, even looking at my workshop, it's the parks that get the attention. So if I were able to actually build a park that had all this magnificent rides or vintage, I think they're both very useful. Truthfully, though, my favorite... Well, I can't really say what my favorite... What would be my favorite? You know, World's Fair was good. I really love the new stuff in the Ghostbusters one. Like, as you can tell, I couldn't be doing any of what I'm doing today without the Ghostbusters stuff. Like... What is this doing here? There's a piece of roof just sitting off in the middle of nowhere. So like, without the Ghostbuster stuff, I couldn't have built this stuff. The doors, the windows, and the walls, all of that is Ghostbuster stuff. You know, you can see Vintage Ride or I think Vintage, I don't know. So everything I find is a really nice addition, very additive to the game. You know, I don't know if again, couldn't have built this without Ghostbusters. So, you know, really, the best one, the most additive to the game right now has been Ghostbusters. That's opened a lot of doors as to what I can build. The other ones, yeah, they opened a lot of doors. You know, I couldn't have started Ancient. There's another park that I've spent hundreds of hours on that never really got far because I wasn't good enough. So again, this is another thing. Without the Ghostbusters stuff, none of this could be built. And that's sort of what I'm concentrating on right now is these indoor spaces. I'm really liking building proper indoor facilities. And by facilities, I don't mean bathrooms. So right now, I am actually working on the candy shop. And I feel as what would really be nice right now is if I could figure out what I wanted in a roof. So yeah, we're all over the place. The other one there was just sort of a tour of one of the other things. Oh, I guess I should show the workshop too. The workshop is I like the workshop. But I like the coaster. The rest of it, you know. Yeah, once we have it all wired up, everything will be good. I'm not really interested in getting to that point though. That's not my goal here. My goal is to build stuff. The workshop. Actually, you know what? I should submit that to Channel 5. Yeah, whatever. Something I need to do. Decorative cornice. Cornice? If I type that in, will something come up? I think something like that would be ideal. Huh? Oh, there we go. I don't know if it needs to be pink, though. I don't even know if it needs to be that big. See, and again, it's a pattern I've had other than this building. But it does change the way you build something, because now really you have to sort of have a flat roof. You know what I mean? Whoops, I moved it. I didn't want to move it. I was trying to duplicate it. Okay, so that's one option. The other one, these seem awfully big. This one's a little smaller. But again, I don't think I like that. Is there any way to hide some of this to make it look like it's more integrated with the brick, maybe, and not quite as large? Maybe something like that. That might do it. That's not quite so overpowering. The other one was just way too much. Why do you not make sense? Why do the pieces not fit? Why? Is it me? It's not me. Pieces just don't fit together. It's impossible to make them fit, eh? Like, I don't know even, like... I can see they didn't even try. Of course, they would have had to made them grid pieces and had them change on connection. Would have been the problem. But we'll have to figure out a way to work around that. We don't want that. We don't want to even want that. None of these things are ideal. First off, it needs to be centered. Crooked roof, no good. Next, we need to move it in. Oops, I don't have any wall pieces there. Hello. There we go. Next, we need to move it out. And now this is going to ruin it all. See what I mean? No, those corners don't look awkward. They don't really. I'm fine with them. They do look city dirty though. So I'm gonna make these look city dirty too. They started off nice and clean. But you know, just the air in the city is dirty. Actually, they were closer before. It's just how the light interacts with them is different. I think what I need to do though, oh, okay. Let's do this. Okay, let's not do that. No. No. Let's just take that. We'll like move it. Okay, I think we got that. Okay, so first things first. We need to put some trim around the outside of the walls. That's not the first thing. Whatever. We'll do that first. Now, we're probably not going to want it to be green. Just won't fit with our theme. But I also want to move away, not to move away completely from the pink and the blue, but have something else other than the pink and the blue. So what's going to be a good color to go with pink and blue when it comes to candy? Or do we have white trim, because white trim looks clean and oh, it's amazing how that just like sort of completed that. Now again, I'm like, uh-oh, this looks like the other store, but I guess in a way it does. With the white, the pink, the blue. But with the wood trim, and again, the wood trim, I don't know. I really don't know. I'm starting to question the wood trim. That kind of looks cool. That actually does look really kind of cool. I like that. There we go. People are going to wonder, what the hell is that? Oh, maybe I shouldn't have done that. Just doesn't have the same effect as that. I wonder if I can get it to look like that. Because again, it has something to do with the rotation of it, I think. Yeah, cool wallpaper, alright. Oh, why didn't I look? Hilarious. um, Yeah. Doesn't mean it's completely useless. Just means it can't go on this wall. One second. Okay. There we go. Okay, so what's this place called? Sugary. Oh, I need an awning. There's no sugar walls. Why do these exist? Oh, one's lit and one's not. They're all too big.
Emporium.
Doesn't work anywhere. Doesn't work there. Doesn't work here. For one, I think it's the wrong color. It's like, no, I don't want to be a sign in the sky. There we go. Just needed something to be on. Just couldn't be on the sky or it wouldn't move. That's weird. I've never seen that before. Okay, so what do we want here? We don't want this. That we know. Is that shadows or what? What is that? Oh, I don't know. It's gone now. Yeah, I don't know. I just can't think of what I want to call it. You know, what do we got? We've got the Ice Cream Factory, Leopold's Toys and Books, Grounds Coffee, I know. What's a perfect place? A perfect name for some sugar. It's crystals. Crystals, sugar. I don't know. Now I'm worried about the sign. Crystal Sugary Sweets. Even Crystal's candies. And if people don't get the crystal, sugar crystal part of that whole thing, it's fine. I don't care. The thing is, it needs to fit on a sign. Ah! Why will you not accept my uppercase letters? Hmm. So what? He punished me for having the Y in it. Okay, so it's going to be crystal, spelt like we would spell crystal in the modern day. Crystal is an old spelling or a uh, a different spelling. Um, that's too small. Well,
Sugary Emporium. Sugary. Sugary. Sugary.
sugary. Sorry, my brain's just like. Oh, you think it'll be bigger? That would be good. What? No! No. That is bigger, but it's also more in your face. I don't know if that's good. Maybe even we'll try this. Even throw people a little more off. But yeah, it's the Y that makes everything small. And uppercase makes everything ugly. That's a bit different. Okay, so above and beyond that, what I need now, more than anything else, is the names of candies. No. So we're going to put red and blue and excuse me. Okay. We're going to put pink, purpley pink, and blue. Whoops. Okay. So, now chocolates. Toffee. Um, okay, so gummies. Is that a thing? That's a thing. Lollipops. We need more. Bubble gum. That's probably as
Sugary
low as I...
Emporium.
Yeah, it's as low as I can go. Oh, they're too big. Jelly beans. Forgot jelly beans. We got toffee twice. Oh, good. We have room for jelly beans. There we go. All is right in the world. Now those don't stand out very good. So that's the first thing we need to look into. How do I make those stand out? I mean, pop is what I was going to say. I just thought it'd be funny to... Never mind. It's the candy eye. The candy eye sees all. Wow, I can't believe I'm actually having trouble trying to figure out what to do here. There's not much signage to put up. I thought there was lollipops. There are. That's big. Why would you make two the same size? Oh, different patterns. I understand. I don't understand. Nope. Jawbreakers. Damn. Really? There we go. Yes, I do. That's going to take up some room. Dope. I like it. Okay, so what Marco's saying here is that I will be able to have this in here. We'll be able to put this in the windows. Because, you know, it wouldn't want to be cooperative and easy to use. Wouldn't want that. So yeah, it's all gonna come together. All gonna come together. Even with our candy chairs, it's gonna look pretty cool, I think. But it's not going to come together like that. Nothing I build comes together like that. It all takes time. Okay, what else can you say about a candy store? Sugar free. Just leave it, see if anybody notices. No. That sucks. Ah. Again, it's got trim around the outside. I don't think I'm going to win this one. Yeah, I don't think. It looked nice until you got 10 feet away from it, and then it fell apart. Oh well. You know what? I think I'm tapped out. I was fine with games like this. You get to you hit a wall where you're like, everything I do is a failure at this point. Even some of the things I'm looking at right now are not looking too good. So I should probably stop and pick it up later. But I think we're on the right track here. This is definitely going to fit in to this piece of the world. Probably more so than this does. But yeah, I think I'm going to have to leave it here. Don't like how this is purple. But again, that's all related to the sun. If it was 1 p.m., it would be blue. So yeah, I think it's all going to fit in very well. But like I said, I am going to leave it here. Yeah, my last coaster station was a pure station. There was nothing else to it other than being a station. The one before that took me 40 hours. But oh well. It's the nature of the beast. So I'm going to leave this here. We'll pick up soon. So the plan tomorrow is not to jump into Planet Coaster. I'm going to be going out for dinner. So if there might be a longer stream during the day, we'll see how it goes. And I'm probably just going to jump into Borderlands 2 and work my way as far as I can. And we'll pick up the Planet Coaster maybe on Sunday. Or maybe after I get back from dinner. But yeah, we'll get this right. We'll definitely get this right. I'm not really one to you know. Maybe we need a bunch more signs. Maybe we need like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 more signs. Actually, before I go, let's put 7 more signs there and see if that's what we need. Just one quick experiment here. We will have to see. I like it. I just need to think of 7 more types of candy. So until next time, I'm GameFace. This was Planet Coaster. If you liked it, click the button. Don't forget to subscribe and follow. I'd like to thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.